Hi, I'm Brooke, and this is my client. She is supposedly a 65-year-old woman who is in good health overall, but just wants to improve her strength and mobility so that she is able to play with her grandchildren. We're going to start off with a warm-up, and we are going to begin with marching with arm swings. So we are going to start off by slowly lifting one knee at a time and swinging the opposite arm in front of you. This is meant to increase your heart rate and to mobilize your shoulders and your hips. Very good. Okay. Next we're going to be doing cat-cows. So you're going to get on your hands and knees and you're going to slowly arch your back and then round your back. I'll demonstrate for you. You're going to make sure we're doing it slowly and controlled, and we're going to do 8 reps of this. Very good. The purpose of the cat-cows was to mobilize the spine and to reduce stiffness. Next we're going to be doing hip hinge patterning with a dowel. So we're going to place the dowel along your spine, making sure it is in contact with the back of your head, shoulders, and your tailbone. And you're going to start with your feet shoulder width apart, and you're going to hinge at your hips, and then drive your hips forward, making sure that we are keeping the contact with the dowel the entire time. And we can do 10 of these. Very good. The purpose of the hip hinge patterning is to practice a safe bending technique for lifting with the grandchildren. Okay, very good. Lastly, we are going to be doing slow and controlled arm rotations. So we are going to circle each arm as much as we can without pain, 3 times forward, and then 3 times backward, making sure we're doing this slow and controlled. And the purpose of this is to mobilize the arm and the shoulders and to increase mobility for lifting. Okay. Very good. Now we're ready to start our exercise. Okay, the first exercise that we're going to be doing is sit to stand chair squats. So you're going to start sitting down with your feet directly in front of you, and then you're going to slightly lean forward, driving through your heels to stand up, and then lower yourself back down nice and controlled. The tempo for this should be 2 seconds on the way down, and then 1 second on the way up. Go ahead and try that for me. Okay, I do notice that the toes are coming up off the ground a little bit. Make sure we're staying grounded through our toes the entire time. Nice. Make sure when we're down on the chair, it's more of just a tap instead of sitting fully down, so we can control the movement a little bit more. Nice. Okay, the purpose of this exercise is to work on the fundamental sit to stand pattern, which is important for getting up off the floor and for playing with grandchildren. I did notice that the toes were coming up off the ground a little bit, which could be a mobility limitation that we need to work on, and we could fix this by elevating the toes slightly or using a higher chair. Incline push-ups on this table. So we're going to start by putting our hands up on the table, and then we're going to lower our chest to our hands, making sure to keep our body straight the entire time. We're going to be doing 2 sets of 8 for these, and the tempo should be 2 seconds down, hold 1 second, 2 seconds up. Okay, I noticed that your hips are sagging just a little bit. Make sure that we are bracing the core and keeping our body in a straight line during the entire movement. And the purpose of these is going to be to improve the upper body for pushing strength, which is helpful for getting up off the floor. And a regression of this could be doing a higher incline or a wall push-up, and a progression could be a lower incline. Because I did see sagging hips, this could signify core weakness, which would mean we might need to use an increased incline, such as a wall push-up. The exercise that we're going to be doing is supported step-ups. So we're going to start with one foot already up on the step, then we're going to drive through this stepping leg to bring our other foot up onto the step, and then slowly step back down. Go ahead and try that for me. Good, make sure that we're pushing through the stepping leg. Okay, I do notice that our landing is a little bit hard, and make sure that we are lowering ourselves down more controlled for that. Better. Okay, the purpose of these step-ups is to improve balance as well as lower body strength, which is helpful for navigating stairs. And a progression of this could be using a higher step or light dumbbells, and a regression could be a lower step. We could also use a railing for support if it was necessary. Very good. Okay, since I did notice that we had a hard landing, this could mean that we might need to reduce the step height and work on control a little bit. The exercise that we're going to be doing is standing hip abduction. For this, we are going to be standing tall, and we are going to lift our leg out to the side as much as we can and then lower it back down. Make sure we're doing it nice and controlled, and we actually should be holding it for about 2 to 3 seconds before we lower it back down. Go ahead and try that for me. Okay, I do notice that we are leaning to the side a little bit, so make sure we are standing tall. We should be reading ourselves in our supported leg, and we can do less abduction to the side, which is the lifting of your leg if we need to. Just make sure that we're squeezing our glutes and our core to try not to lean to the side. Good. Okay, we should be doing 1 set of 8 per side for these. And then the purpose is going to be to improve our balance, to prevent falls, and a regression of this could be holding onto the chair if we need it. A progression of this could be closing our eyes if we get to that advanced level. I did notice that we had some leaning, which could signify glute weakness, which means that we may need to reduce the range of motion of abduction that we are doing and work on strengthening the glutes. And in worst case, we could also hold on to a chair if we need it for balance. The exercise that we will be doing is a marching farmer's carry. For this, we're going to be using dumbbells. We're going to start standing tall with a dumbbell in each hand at our side, and we are going to be slowly marching. And we are going to make sure that our core is embraced, our shoulders are relaxed, and we are trying not to lean to one side. Okay, go ahead and try that for me. Okay, make sure that we are keeping them at our side, and we should focus on pretending there's like a book on your head. So make sure that we're keeping our core braced the entire time so that we aren't leaning to the side. Good, much better. Okay, and we are going to be doing 2 sets of 20 to 30 seconds for this. And the purpose is to improve functional core strength so that we're able to carry our grandchildren. A regression of this could be using lighter weights or doing a shorter time, and a progression could be increasing time and weight. Also make sure that we are breathing throughout the whole time. This will help with our breathing technique and teaching the pace. Very good. So since I did notice the leaning at the beginning, this could signify some weak lateral core, so we may need to strengthen the obliques, and we also could maybe lower the weights that we use. Okay, that will complete our training session for today. Thank you for watching, and throughout these exercises we saw some things that I evaluated that we will use to modify the training session in the future.
Bye, thank you.